Right now at 10, new updates on the possible demolition of the former Macy's in Valley View Mall.
And a recap on La Crosse Fire Department's Keep the Wreath Green campaign.
Plus, a local motel known for drug activity is being torn down.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A La Crosse building that law enforcement often refer to as the Meth Motel is coming down. Demolition crews today started scrapping the former America's Best Value Inn on Rose Street near the I-90 ramp.
Quick Trip bought the property in fall 2023 and got demolition approval last month. Quick Trip has an active gas station next to the former inn. The gas station chain does not plan to develop the new space until 2025.
La Crosse's Valley View Mall could have a new look by the end of 2024.
That's right. Two City of La Crosse committees voted tonight to approve the demolition of the old Macy's. And as Allison Fergit reports, La Crosse residents have mixed opinions on what should replace it.
The end of an era. Illinois development group GMX is looking to demolish the old Macy's.
I guess it's just kind of sitting there anyway, so you might as well do something with it.
Along with the demolition, the mall could see the construction of 3 new restaurants and a potential car wash. While some community members are excited about the potential change,
well, I think it would be good to have something here instead of it just being an empty, wasted space right now.
Well, they should use it if they're not going to use it for Macy's.
others are disappointed.
I think that they need to find something to go in there. I think that they need it to stay put. You know, this mall is failing. I'd like to see another larger store come back, you know.
The new restaurants that could open on the site are being described as a coffee shop, an Asian restaurant, and a chicken restaurant.
You want the Raising Cane's?
Yeah, I like chicken, so yeah.
A spokesperson for Raising Cane's said the fast food chain plans to open for business in La Crosse in May 2025.
Why not turn it into something that people want to go to use, and to make better?
La Crosse City Council member Aaron Goggin, who represents the Valley View Mall area, says the proposal is an opportunity for the city.
It's just a good use of property without disrupting a neighborhood or something else for these same businesses.
If the resolution gets final approval from the city, we could see action in the next few months.
I think you'll start seeing some stuff happen in February. So February through April, I think you'll see the demolition start.
And for Goggin, the sooner, the better.
And it just goes to show that La Crosse is a growing community and businesses want to locate here. And we're happy to have them.
In La Crosse, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
Now, the resolution has been passed by the City Plan Commission and the Judiciary and Administration Committees tonight.
Next, it will head to the Common Council for final approval, so we could see that next week, Thursday.
Now, that J&A committee also tonight approving a $22 million housing project that will cater to people with disabilities. Haven on Main is a development project aiming to build a 74-unit building between State and Main, as well as 9th and 10th Streets in La Crosse. Half the units would be set aside for people with disabilities or special needs. The YMCA, Western Technical College, and the La Crosse Foundation all support the project. La Crosse nonprofits who work with residents with disabilities also approve, saying it will help their residents find accessible and affordable housing. The project will go before the full Common Council for some final approval. All right, okay. Some temperatures around the 30s for the Coulee region. Not too shabby, but
no,
Greg's got an update on the latest.
No, we could be negative right now real easy, so we can't really complain too. But we do have some issues that are be coming up too, including tomorrow. But overall, still quite pleasant out there. If you look across the whole basically Midwest and even in the area, we're still hovering around the freezing mark for many areas because we do have a front that's going to be coming. Right now it's approaching from the northwest. It's going to be some precipitation with this. Actually, let's go back and show that. I'm going to zoom up. Well, we can't zoom up, but anyway, there are some excuse me, winter weather advisories up in northern Minnesota and actually some special weather statements due to some of the freezing drizzle, and that may actually work into our area. So if you wake up in Eau Claire, a flurry is possible, maybe some freezing drizzle up to the north. It's not a lot throughout the day, but in the same story for La Crosse, probably see a little bit of flurry activity later. Cloud cover will stick around with temperatures in the low 30s and more maybe a snow shower in the afternoon. So coming up later, we'll kind of time out when we might expect some impacts to the Wednesday commute, not a lot, and then an update on the winter storm that everyone's starting to talk about next week, along with the cold temperatures. So a lot to talk about in the extended, but it is January, so it'd be expected.
Absolutely. All right, Greg, thanks very much.
Thank you. La Crosse's Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign has officially wrapped up, and they would like to extend a big thank you to everyone who supported this year's mission. A few records were set this year. Just in the last week of the campaign, $98,000 was donated, bringing the overall total to over $300,000 raised. That's more than total donations in both 2021 and 2022. Bell ringers and monetary donations made this year's Red Kettle campaign a success.
From the Salvation Army, I just want to say thank you. The way the community has come about with their strong support, both financial, volunteer hours, and just keeping us relevant here in the community is great.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to donate to the Red Kettle campaign, you can still contribute to the overall Christmas campaign for the Salvation Army that ends January 31st. We'll have that info on news8000.com.
As the holidays come to a close, so does the Keep the Wreath Green initiative. It's a nationwide effort to remind residents of the importance of fire safety, especially during the holidays.
News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis is in studio to tell us all about it. Shaq?
Ken, Emily, the Onalaska Fire Department is celebrating their 13th year doing this initiative. And for everyone, things are not getting hotter.
Annually, 7 departments in our area will put a wreath out in front of the stations. And it's just a visual reminder for our residents to keep fire safety in mind.
Those departments are in La Crescent, La Crosse, and the surrounding areas. The campaign starts after Thanksgiving and ends on the New Year. Onalaska's Assistant Fire Chief, Jeremy Southworth, explains the color selection of the bulbs on the wreath.
Our goal is to keep as many green bulbs in the wreath as possible. So every structure fire that we have will replace one of those green bulbs with a red bulb.
When residents drive by and see the wreath, with or without a red bulb, it's a reminder to do the little things during the holidays to keep safe.
Never leaving cooking unattended. Cooking fires are the #1 reason for structure fires. Followed closely, unattended burning of candles.
Southworth also says that while using a space heater, remember to keep at least 3 feet clear of objects. Also, get your chimney and furnaces inspected. And one more thing.
It's a good time to check your smoke detectors, and if you don't have them, make sure you install one on each floor or in every bedroom.
As for how you all did as a community to keep the infernos down this holiday season, Southworth has some very good news.
This is one of the lower years historically for us as a region. We have being only 4 bulbs, and just one of those was this weekend, and so we hung out at 3 for quite a while.
And if you happen to see a white bulb on that wreath, that symbolizes the fallen first responders. Ken, Emily, back to you guys.
All right, Shaq, thanks very much.
A major shakeup at Harvard University.
President Claudine Gay stepping down amid plagiarism allegations and the controversy surrounding her handling of anti-Semitism during the Israel-Hamas conflict. More details after this.
At U.S. Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. U.S. Cellular.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just in time for the holidays, get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
U.S. Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Cut! More feeling. Cue the music.
U.S. Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Love it.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with Titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at U.S. Cellular.
Harvard's president Claudine Gay has resigned amid plagiarism accusations and alleged mishandling of anti-Semitism on campus during the Israel-Hamas conflict.
Her departure following controversial congressional testimony marks the second Ivy League leader to step down post-hearing. CBS's Nicole Killian has the story.
6 months into her tenure, Harvard University President Claudine Gay announced she's resigning so that our community can navigate this moment of extraordinary challenge. Gay's resignation comes nearly a month after she and the presidents of UPenn and MIT faced widespread condemnation following this testimony at a House education hearing on anti-Semitism on college campuses.
Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment, yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign.
House Republican Chair Elise Stefanik, a Harvard alum, posted, "Two down," referring to Gay and Penn President Liz McGill, who also resigned days after the hearing. While Harvard's governing board initially backed Gay, she faced increasing scrutiny following charges of plagiarism in her dissertation and several articles, including reports of a new complaint filed this week. Gay, who was Harvard's first black female president, denied the allegations of plagiarism and stated, "It has been distressing to have doubt cast on my commitments to confronting hate and to upholding scholarly rigor, and frightening to be subjected to personal attacks and threats fueled by racial animus."
It came out of nowhere.
Jonathan Frieden is a Harvard law student who attended the congressional hearing and has experienced anti-Semitism on campus.
The issues that exist are systemic, and they still need to be addressed.
So you think this is just the beginning?
I hope that this is just the beginning.
Harvard's governing body says Gay will stay on as a faculty member, and they have named an interim president. Tonight, there are new calls for MIT's president to step down, although the school's board has said she has their full support. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Washington.
Still ahead, the national debt hits a record $34 trillion.
President Biden blames GOP tax cuts as Republicans cite excessive spending. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And we had a stretch of mild conditions, but that may come to an end eventually next week, but not this week. But we'll track that out along with the potential for a winter storm next week. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At Dahl Auto, we've had customers ask, why are your prices so low? The simple answer is, we price our pre-owned vehicles to sell. When you're shopping around, we want you asking, why are their prices so high? Dahl Auto.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. American-made Landmaster UTVs are built from the ground up in Columbia City, Indiana. The Landmaster team takes pride in their work from start to finish, starting with raw steel made in the USA. Then they fabricate, bend, weld, powder coat, assemble, and test every UTV. Landmaster provides their customers with the toughest, most versatile UTV made. Check out our large selection of Landmaster UTVs at Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
Nicolay Law, Russell Nicolay speaking. Yeah, I'm the guy on the billboards. You got me. Whoa, man. If they want the real Nicolay, Wait, you are the real Nicolay. I'm the real Nicolay. You're the real Nicolay. I'm the real Nicolay. You're the real Nicolay. We're both the real Nicolay. Hey, man, you better get back to that phone call. Oh, thanks. Yeah, sorry about that. Just talking to myself. Yeah, you got the real Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help you. Yep, billboards, baby.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
I've been helping people get out of debt for many years, and I know this, that consolidation loans and moving debt around isn't the best way to do it. Think of your debt as a pile of garbage. If you move it from here to here, guess what? Still a pile of garbage. We might be able to make it smell sweeter with a lower rate or a lower payment, but it's still garbage. You need a garbage disposal to get rid of debt. Come see me, I'll help you install one.
How much time do you spend comparing prices on pre-owned vehicles? At Dahl Auto, we're comparing prices every day, all week, all year, because we want our price to be the best price by far. Dahl Auto.
The Board Store Home Improvements family wishes you a Happy New Year. Visit soon to plan your 2024 home improvement project. It's never too early to dream.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The national debt has hit a new record, more than $34 trillion. It's due to a number of factors, including higher borrowing costs due to interest rates and lower tax receipts. The actual impact of high debt is debatable. Some experts believe it's a threat to the country's fiscal health, while others believe it's okay so long as the economy remains strong. Either way, expect it to become political football. President Biden blames GOP tax cuts on the deficit, while Republicans say it's because he spent too much money. The benchmark also comes as federal spending laws are set to expire in the next few weeks. If Congress fails to pass extensions, the government could shut down.
The movie industry has 9 billion reasons to be happy. That's how many dollars last year's domestic box office earned. According to ComScore, analysts there say 2023's total is the highest movie sales reached since the pandemic. Among the big hits at the theaters last year, Barbie and Oppenheimer, which collected $636 million and $626 million in sales respectively. Other successful movies included Wonka, Avengers, Endgame, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour.
Former Beverly Hills 90210 star Ian Ziering was in an altercation with bikers in LA on New Year's Eve. In a TMZ video, he confronts bikers on Hollywood Boulevard, leading to a physical altercation. Other bikers join in, and Ziering eventually runs away. Now, the cause is still unclear. Ziering's 12-year-old daughter, Mia, witnessed the incident, and in an Instagram statement, Ziering claims self-defense and expresses concern. As of Sunday, no arrests were made.
Well, speaking of movie, isn't it quintessential movie watching weather right now?
I think so. Yeah, temperatures around freezing. I actually knocked out a bunch of Netflix movies on my list over the holidays.
I was just about to say we got to talk about that after this break, but yeah, we have the Golden Globes coming up next Sunday too on CBS. Right. So everyone get ready for it, Greg.
I'd rather be out snowboarding right now if I got snow right now. It's perfect conditions with the sun and cloud cover. But we're tracking, I mentioned that little system, the front to the north. We do have some reports in the Arrowhead of some freezing drizzle too, and there's a winter weather advisory out towards Grand Forks. That is what's coming into northern Wisconsin. So tonight, once again, we might see a little bit of the area reach Ladysmith. Could be a little pockets of freezing mist. It eventually will turn into some flurries, but something to keep in mind of late tonight, early tomorrow morning for areas north of Eau Claire, that's where it's coming, and we do have some reports now up in the Arrowhead. So overall temperatures looking at colder than average through this week, still 30, so still above what we should be is the mid to upper 20s. In fact, this is the month when we actually bottom out with those average temperatures. Much colder next week, teens, 20s. It could be even colder than that depending on things play out. I already mentioned the freezing drizzle potential tonight and then some snow tomorrow. Not a lot of amounts, but something to keep in mind of. Maybe some more light snow Friday through Sunday. That's very light. And then we're keeping an eye, obviously, on Monday and Tuesday with the system that's coming up from the north. Here's what you expect in the morning. Like I said, a lot of it will be very fine flurries, maybe a little bit of light mist in there. Temperatures right around freezing or upper 20s. That's why there is that potential for some freezing drizzle. We should get up close to freezing by noon or there afterwards. So in the afternoon, it's probably going to be more snow showers. Once again, not expecting very high amounts with this, but something to keep in mind of. This may continue through about the early part of the evening commute. Overall temperature is still fairly good. And then as we go towards tomorrow evening, late evening, and tomorrow night, we'll start to see cloud cover begin to break up a little bit as we go into Thursday morning, which should allow the temperatures to go down a little bit further. So it'll be colder as you go into Thursday morning. Thursday looks like a lot more sun potential. And then we spoke about the snow chance again coming maybe this weekend. This front's going to kind of sit down there and kind of stall out just north. So there is some potential for Friday night through Sunday for some light snow, potentially nothing significant. We're tracking that next system, and right now the heaviest amount still is tracking to the south. This is coming up towards Iowa through about Tuesday, and it'll stretch that way. So we're keeping an eye on that. Big picture shows once again that we're still seeing this condition going on as you track this up. The track still is further to the south. So as of right now, the bet is just some long periods of light snow for our area. Breezy conditions, Potentially, if this goes a little bit further north, it could be a little more windy and maybe some mix, but right now mix looks to be southern Wisconsin and further south. And then least likely, this would have to take a really big swing to the left to get any type of rain, and it looks like that'll be pretty much unlikely. And you kind of time out the track right there. You can see as we go up through Tuesday, and it'll went up to Tuesday. That's the track, but there's a spread right there. It could be between southern Wisconsin and all the way to Kentucky. If it's that further south, limited impacts. Obviously, if it gets a little closer, it gets a little bit more impacts. But we do have some cooler temperatures coming next week. We'll kind of look at that as we get closer to the event. But overnight, we're looking at upper 20s to near 30. Once again, a freezing drizzle possibility up to the north. Tomorrow could be off and on a little bit of showers going on. But as then we go through Thursday, it looks pretty good. Friday's fairly quiet. And then we start turning our attention really to that Sunday night through Wednesday time frame and exactly how that plays out. Depends on the track of the low, and then we'll see what goes on. But for right now, it looks like we're going to get some snow or wind. How much just depends how far north that low goes. So if you got travel plans going on, especially south and east, something to keep in mind. I'm going Monday and Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Hey, coming up next in sports, the Badgers are back on the hardwood tonight, plus a few of our area high schoolers continuing conference play in the MVC. Hilltoppers playing host to the Spartans. Rob's up next.
You live a life on demand. Movies, shows, and more. Your local news, weather, and sports shouldn't be different. The 8000 Plus app is the free streaming option, giving you everything local on your time. If you have one of these, you can get this.
Save every day with Perks prices at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, H Perks price $1.99. Chiquita bananas, H Perks price 39 cents a pound. And Mrs. Grimes beans, H Perks price only 99 cents. Sign up for Hy-Vee Perks today.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
Honey, where are the kids?
I put them in the furnace so I could figure out why we don't have any heat.
You did what?
Maybe it's that loose wire.
Maybe it's that plug vent.
Maybe it's the bad igniter.
Maybe it's a dirty flame sensor.
Or maybe...
Why don't we just call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning?
Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial customers within 50 miles of West Salem.
Get away in your home with new upholstery from Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop our huge inventory of Ashley sectionals, sofas, and love seats. Great discounts on recliners and reclining furniture with power features like adjustable headrest, heat, or massage. Customize your feel with best home furnishings. Go smaller or go the beast. Upgrade to power or change fabrics. And if you need a lift, shop our full line of lift chairs. Plus, try out our latest hybrid, gel, and all foam mattresses on a new adjustable base. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Hy-Vee hot deals are burning hot. Lean Cuisine or Stouffer's entrees, $1.99. A 1-pound pack of Basket & Bushel strawberries, $2.99. And Cottonelle bath tissue or Viva paper towels, $4.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The holiday season has finally come to an end, and now the focus is back on the hardwood. High school teams are gearing up to make a big run toward the state tournament in March, and conference play continuing for a few of our area squads tonight in the MVC. Let's start in Onalaska. Hilltoppers looking for their third straight conference win of the season, hosting Sparta. Hilltoppers wasting no time here. Noah Chenault going right to the cup, puts it in with a nice finish. Onalaska in front. And it wouldn't stop there. Adam Skifton going QB mode. Full court pass to Evan Anderson. He throws down the two-handed slam. Makes it look easy. Few minutes later, Ian Cole finds Anderson. Euro step. Knocks down the N1. Hilltoppers roll at home 85-45. Anderson led the way with 15. Let's keep it in the MVC. Conference rivals clashing in Holmen. Vikings hosting Toma. Home team hot in the first half. Danica Raban connects from downtown. Holmen goes up by 14. Other end, Timberwolves hanging tough. Brielle Pluger wide open in the corner. She's going to knock down the three. That cuts the deficit back to 11, but the Vikings answer right back. Great passing from Holmen. Charlie Casey finding Izzy Jar for the lay-in. Lead back up to 14 for the home team. Then this time it's Jar returning the favor. Nice pass to Casey for the score. Holman gets a big conference win at home. Vikings take it 65-41. Let's head to Galesville. GET back at home. Redhawks playing host to Mauston tonight. First half action. Redhawks swinging it. Taylor Haney, corner three. Book it. GET goes up by 7. Golden Eagles clawing back, though. Kyle Dahl motoring his way to the cup. Tough finish going to his left. That cuts it to 5. Redhawks respond, though. Brecken Ebersold in the corner. He's going to drain the triple. Lead up to 8 for GET. And then it's Kyle Sealing heating up. Look at this ball movement by the Redhawks. The junior spots up, knocks down the 3. Then same spot, same result for Sealing. Redhawks in control. And then check this out. Off the steal, Cody Schmitz all alone. The senior throws it down. Redhawks roll to the win, 74-55. Let's go over to Bangor High now for a little non-conference doubleheader against Blair Taylor. Cardinals get it going early. Chase Horseman, nice find down low to Willis Pollock. Bucket plus the foul, Bangor leads. Wildcats not going anywhere, though. Michael Waldera from behind the arc buries the 3 ball. Blair Taylor now in front. Later in the half, it's Horseman showing off the post moves, lays it in. Bangor back on top. And Horseman was locked in all night. Check this out. No-look pass finds Nolan Mitchek cutting to the hoop. That's good for 2. Wildcats kept it close, but the Cardinals hang on for the win, 74-68. Then it was the girls' turn. Bangor enters the night, just 1 loss on the season. Close game late in the first half. Kiara Cavendini finds Anna Frank from behind the arc. That finds the bottom of the net. Cardinals lead it. Blair Taylor putting up a fight, though. Andy Beck finds Andrea Waldera in transition off the glass. Wildcats tie it up. Then it's Beck from 3. She knocks it down. Wildcats would lead it at the half, but after the break, Frank would take over. She finds Aubrey Langer on the fast break. That's good for 2. And then Frank would do it herself. Pulls up from 3. Money. Frank leads the way with 26. Cardinals get the win, 64-47. Badgers back on the hardwood. Wisconsin taking on conference rival Iowa. First half, Stephen Crow throws it down. That ties it at 16. Then later in the first, Badgers up 2. Off the steal, Wisconsin with numbers. Max Klesmit, A.J. Storr for the flush. Storr had 16 on the night. Badgers go up 4, and Wisconsin pulling away in the second half. Chucky Hepburn off the backboard. Storr for the slam. Badgers begin 2024 with the win over the rival Hawkeyes, 83-72.
Love that result.
Fun-filled night of basketball.
Absolutely. I love that name, Chucky Hepburn.
Chucky Hepburn.
Yeah,
it's
like
a good basketball name.
Cool and classic.
It is.
Kind of scary and classic.
Like Audrey
Chucky?
Hepburn, a little,
Yeah.
little connection there.
He does bring the cool to Badger basketball.
He sure
He's
does.
got a lot of finesse in his game.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Good win, though, to start the year.
Yeah, I bet Cade is distraught over there.
Oh,
Wisconsin
no.
getting the win
He's
over
crying.
Iowa.
He's crying back there. That's why he's not out here.
Oh, he's a good sport.
He is.
All right, Rob, thanks very much.
All right, thank you. More news after this.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Pischke Motors has been family-owned and operated since 1920 and have you to thank for our continued success. Stop into our Jeep 4x4 headquarters in downtown La Crosse or West Salem to find the Jeep you're looking for. Get in a Renegade, Grand Cherokee, Compass, Wrangler, or Gladiator today. We've got great deals on new Jeeps right now. When you find the perfect Jeep, you'll feel it.
Start your search at Pischke.com and drive away in your new Jeep.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Both Gunderson and Mayo Clinic Health System in La Crosse have welcomed the first babies of the new year yesterday.
That's right. At Mayo Health Clinic, Iana was born to Maria and Rogelio at 4:23 a.m. She weighs a healthy 7 pounds and 7 ounces. And over at Gunderson, Noah was born to Jenna and Nick at 12:15 a.m. He weighs 8 pounds and 11 ounces, big boy. Noah's parents say they are excited to watch him grow up.
We're excited, so we're ready to get home, get into somewhat of a routine as much as you can, and just watch him grow up, and that's what we're most excited about.
No doubt.
So,
start making memories.
Meanwhile, Iana's parents say they named her after a local religious figure.
Especialmente se lo pusimos. We chose the name especially because of a little virgin that's found in the sanctuary. It's the Virgin of Guadalupe.
They add that their first child is excited to be a big brother. Both families have been discharged and are ready to start the next chapter of their lives. We'll be right back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
George and Heidi use Verizon. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more for their 2 unlimited lines. With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. And with Spectrum, there are no added taxes or hidden fees. Dan and Tina save big, over $1,500 in savings. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Altra's A+ accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees.
Psst, this just in. New members opening an A+ account with $250 get an extra $250.
Altra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Now my doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. By Goff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call By Goff and Rohde.
All right, overnight, once again, we can see a little bit of freezing drizzle or from flurries up to the north. And tomorrow, we could see some of that flurry activity down closer to La Crosse, turning to snow showers tomorrow afternoon. Something that's not going to be huge, but if you're driving out there, something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, all the attention goes to Monday and Tuesday.
Sure
Keep an eye on that.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
Have a good night.